All right. Hi everyone. So we are continuing with the woodpecker problem solving, puzzle solving on the leeches study. Um, and today we are starting off with puzzle number 22. Um, okay, so this again seems like the same kind of a theme where there's basically the possibility of either going to g5 or e5 to open up the line for the queen in order to basically try and attack this. Now, as I see, I think if I go there, then he can take that, and if I take it with a check, then he can just block it. I can take the pawn with the bishop. Okay, I cannot take because the pawn will take my queen. Right. So, but if I go there, then it's basically if he takes with the f pawn, I can actually go with the check, and if then g6 is split, then I can actually take the e5 pawn, forking these two pieces. Probably I can pick up the rook in that case. I am going to try to do that. Okay. All right. So that was something that was actually stopped. Now I can still go queen to h5 check. Okay. I can block it with g6. I can take that pawn and open up a possibility of a discovered attack. He can take my bishop. I can take his rook with a check. He will have to move out to either of these two squares. Then I can go with my queen to f7 check, and I would have to move over here. What do I do then? Well, I have this bishop check in that case. He can probably go up then. Remember, his pawn is probably here in c4. So okay, and that has to be okay. Let's see. Take that pawn. Okay, I guess you just take the rook. Or do you? Yes, you do. And probably I can. Why are these errors coming up? Okay. Yep. I can actually go there and try and take this bishop, and if he moves his king, then I can actually bring my rooks in. So probably that's going to no. Okay, now I go there. Okay, I can actually take that and take that. No, and it was free queen. Maybe I have a checkmate. Okay. this move did not work. It's basically the same move. I have to check this. Is there a way to turn on the engine? Okay, let's go to analysis board. Okay, probably just turn on the engine. Then you go back. And could I have gone there? Basically the same move, right? Yeah, so I mean, would have actually been okay, but the guy who created the study chose to go there. That's fine. Okay, fine. Let's oops. Okay, let's move on, I guess. Turn off the engine. Go to puzzle 23. Okay. Let's see. So we have white to move now. Why are these arrows coming? Because this actually kind of gives away the solution. Okay. Guess you could just take that. Okay. Okay, the earlier one got actually spoiled, but let's see if I can find. Okay, I see that I can probably trap his rook. Can I? If I go there, then it's basically pawn push. Pawn push. Can try to undermine that pawn, but he doesn't have to take. Can just make another move. But what I can do is I can go there, I can go there, I can take that. Right? Yes, that should be it. What? Okay. Where's that? Not. I could take that pawn. That's the solution. Okay. Why not take this one? Guess because I take this one, and then you can basically start utilizing both his pieces. Like, also the queen can maybe then come into the picture. This way, the rook is trapped, kind of trapped, and my knight and queen can actually attack a lot of pieces. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Okay, I see that the king is kind of stuck in the corner there. So can I somehow give a check? With my queen. All the checking squares are actually covered. Okay. can probably take that, because if it takes, then I have this. Is there anything else? I can also take this pawn. Maybe taking this pawn is actually a better move, because the pawn was a passed pawn. Okay, now what do I do? I can actually exchange, maybe, or maybe I can just try and capture one more pawn. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next chapter. I mean, this seemed like an end game where I could actually change. Can I? I can come here, 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 here. Okay, I just lose that pawn, so I should not be changing. I should really be going there, because it's a check. Maybe I can continue checking till I get to a better position with my queen. Okay, next chapter. Alright, so it's white's turn. Okay. Seems like there are too many options here. None of them are actually obvious. So what can I do? If I move this knight, then I'm basically leaving my queen unprotected, right? There are probably scenarios where I can still get away with that, but Not sure if this is one of those moments. If I take that and he takes that, then do I get anything? I still do not get this check in because he still has two pieces defended, that's where. Another thing that I can probably do is just move it there. If he takes it with the knight, then I can go in with my other rook. He would basically have to go back to his base square, the h8 square. I think that works. So the computer line here is queen there, knight takes, king takes, bishop d1, queen h7, queen g5 check, king h8, rook h6. Okay, this is game over. There is a mate in 5, I think. Yeah, it's going rook a7, queen d8 check, so rook a7, queen d8 check, king g7, queen e7 check, king g8, because you cannot come here, so it will be a queen g5 checkmate. So you have gone to king g8, then you can take the queen with the rook, and okay, you make a move, and you have rook g7 check, you have queen h8, and then you go there, and that's a checkmate. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we'll go to one more problem and then we will stop for today. Okay, so I see that you can probably take this knight and then try to fork the king and the queen. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that one was easy. Okay, I think I'm done with today. So we did some puzzles. Few of them were kind of complicated, went wrong in a few places. But okay, I mean, we're maintaining a consistency, and I hope the puzzle solving will be helpful for me to do better pattern recognition and identify such opportunities in a real game. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.